Alright, let's get into it. So the biggest question everybody has is there any difference? Can you feel anything on the street? And my straightforward answer is yes, there is definitely a difference, a noticeable improvement in my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about what's it like.
When I pull the throttle, it is just effortless. The needle wants to go up and climb so fast. And it stays up for a lot longer than it used to. It is way easier to get into a power band. When I compare it to the way it used to be, it felt different. Not with actual power, but the speed itself felt more, I don't know how to describe it, like a little heavier. Throttle felt a little more punchier and a little bit jerky maybe. Getting into the power band felt more significant. But now I just twist the throttle and thing goes. It kind of feels like maybe even smaller bike than it used to. It just feels more easy to ride. It feels more, it feels lighter and more precise. I can say 100% that my throttle inputs are way more precise now just because of change on sprockets and the chain and all that weight I've dropped. And with that improved precision comes better control, better downshifts, upshifts, better rev matches. And with all that comes with confidence. I 100% feel like a better rider once I got everything back together, and it feels fine now. I feel like I could do way more than I used to. Alright, so let's talk about the rear sprocket, aluminum rear sprocket. I can't say exactly if it's worth it or not. Obviously, if you're on a track, it's probably worth it. Everything you can get out, every bit of performance would be worth it. But on a street, I can't say yet. I have to see for how long it's going to last. If it's above 5,000 miles, I would say hell yes. If it's below 3,000 miles, I would say hell no. The way I ride, I don't think I ride super aggressively. I would say I'm less harsh on consumables and all the components than your average squid. So I hope to get at least 5,000 miles on them. When you check online, it's all mixed mixed information. Some people will swear by them and say that if you take care of it, you can get up to 10,000 miles on them. And some people will say way less. So there's only one way to find out. Everybody rides a little bit differently. And I guess how aggressive my gearing is also going to be a factor in this, and how much power I'm putting down. And during the entire time of installing this and figuring out what I did wrong, I was having some major regrets. And now that it's done, I'm fine. It's fine, or whatever. I'll do it in the future. But I was having major regrets and thinking I should have just paid whatever labor I would be charged and taken it at the shop, where I would not have to worry about all this. It's not even about like paying that extra for the maintenance and mods. It's more like you want to do stuff yourself. And then I was too ashamed to take it at the bike shop and have them assess the bike. and make sure that everything's fine, because I'll be like, oh, I was trying to do something and broke it. That would be too embarrassing. So what did I do wrong earlier that I had to stop riding and reassess what I had done and fix whatever was wrong? When I was assembling the front sprocket, I put the sprocket in, and when I put washer in, I didn't hold it back all the way in the center. I don't know about other bikes, but on this bike, you have to keep it in the center, not the threaded part of the hub. Otherwise, it's not going to put the bolt in. It's not going to let you thread in the bolt properly. Or a nut. Yeah, it's a nut. And if you can't put it all the way in, it's going to stick out too much. And when I put the crown shape and speed sensor bolts in there, it basically ended up touching the sprocket cover and grinding on it. When I got back home, I opened it up. I see that all the bolts were loose. I'm glad I didn't lose any bolts whatsoever. But they were all loose, and there was a bunch of metal shavings inside. That little circular part behind the clutch cover and the crown shape thingy were basically grinding on each other. Once I saw that, I took it apart and put it back together, and that ended up being a scary ass lesson. I'm glad I didn't break anything. Alright guys, this is it. I'm gonna finish up the video. And if you screwed up too while changing chain and sprockets for first time, write it in the comments and let us know about it. Also, leave a like and subscribe.